Hello, this is RobotnikIsSexy, and this is a match I had with Rob, again. This is a guy I fought yesterday in the Pokemon Wi-Fi battle group, and yeah, he's frequently on there, I think. He's pretty much been on there all day yesterday and today, and I think he's British, which is extra fun, because British people are cool. It's an underused match, and it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool match, you could say. Lead off with Voodoo Daddy, because I know that Ambipom is going to be the lead. He is the Jolly variation, so he can outspeed. And then he uses Thunder Wave too, which blows my mind. I usually blow mines with Magnet Rise, but this time he blew mine with Thunder Wave, and that is really cool. I used to have an Adamant Ambipom on my, Pearl game that had... he would Thunder Wave a lot of people, and then I'd switch to Machamp, and then he would outspeed and Dynamic Punch, and it was before I EV trained. Get the lucky Thunderbolt Paralysis on Metallica. Really not a threatening Pokemon in Underused or any other tier besides RU, but in RU, he owns in RU. Has a surprise Aqua Tail, which does a lot of damage. Didn't think he had Aqua Tail, knew it was a possibility. Could have probably switched in Empoleon instead and had a much better time because it had an Air Balloon too. Goes into his Weezing, which I'm dreading because that means I boosted my speed for nothing because I have to switch out now. So Rhyperior is basically useless at this point. Predicted the Will-O-Wisp and then switched into Slowbro because I don't really want anything else to take a Will-O-Wisp, I guess. I guess Empoleon could have taken it, but I don't know whether or not this Weezing has Thunderbolt yet. And Thunderbolt on Empoleon does a lot of damage. It probably does at least 60% damage, which is a lot. He has his own agility Empoleon who subs, but I have a plan to just stay in here and Amnesia a lot and recover a lot. And that's basically my plan. And it'll go off without a hitch unless I get crit, which happens a lot whenever I try to wall people totally with bulky Pokemon the Water Ghost, Jellicent. He usually gets crit and it just fails. But I'm getting really lucky here. He's not critting me at all. But he also doesn't have anything for me. I mean, once I Amnesia a couple times, Grass Knot doesn't do anything, and he's taking Rocky Helmet damage, which is beautiful. It's delicious. He switches in Ambipom for some reason. Don't really know why. I feint it. He goes into Zapdos, and I put up my third Amnesia, which makes me pretty bulky, although the burn is kicking my ass. It's really cutting down my recovery, but I can still live with 58 points and then heal off. So, pretty cool, pretty cool. Yeah, we just kind of stall each other for a while, and he's trying desperately to get a crit, and it's just no dice. And I'm pretty happy about that, honestly, because, yeah, a crit would pretty much end me, and I've got nothing to take this Zapdos at all. Rhyperior was the only thing, but he most definitely carries HP Ice, and Heat Wave, and, I don't know, other stuff. Because Zapdos is a monster. I was actually really afraid he was a Lightning Rod Zapdos, even though those are illegal right now. I was afraid he was going to, on the second turn, switch into my Thunderbolt with his Lightning Rod Zapdos, and then, sweep me. But luckily, he has the pressure, so that's no big deal. Switches in Xatu out of frustration, I guess, because he's failing to crit me. He should have just Thunderbolted me again, because I went straight for Ice Beam, and I probably would have died. I decided to go for an Ice Beam here, because I don't want to play the stall game anymore. because it is kind of monotonous, even though it is really helping me a lot, and that burn does kill me there. So, yep. And just go for a Rhyperior, crossing my fingers, hoping he doesn't have Hidden Power Ice or Grass. But, indefinitely he does. If that's the right word to use. Go into Top Ramen, he Heat Waves, and does a lot. And I'm like, crap. And then I try to Sleep Powder, and guess what? It misses. So, Top Ramen. Good job, Top Ramen. You're totally pointless. Luckily, I do have Regenerator, so I can get a lot of health back by switching out. Tries to finish me with what was probably HP Ice, and this Hitmontop is bulky special defense, so it takes nothing from that. I use Rest to eat up my chest of berry because I want to steal someone's leftovers, and I've been using this Hitmontop a little bit, and that's basically all it does. And I paid close attention and read that it was leftovers and not Black Sludge. And he of course puts the burn on me, which isn't that big of a deal, it's kind of annoying, but I do have Rest, so I could heal the burn that way. Switching to Top Ramen, he reveals his Sludge Bomb, which is overkill, and probably means he doesn't have Thunderbolt though. So it's kind of a trade-off. I could have messed around with Tangrowth, or he could have given Empoleon more trouble. Either way, it's fine. Since I stole his leftovers, I'm having a really great time setting up in his face because there's no drawback at all since he can't heal himself. Yes, so bit congested. Use Grass Knot on Metallica the Aggron since it's like the heaviest thing in the world. So, yeah, and I knew I was probably gonna miss Hydro Pump, like I did there. Uses Pain Split on me, which is really funny because it heals me. Not really sure why he did that. I blow up his face with Hydro Pump, which is great. It's excellent, and I think is one Pokemon left. Yeah, and it's Empoleon, and I just do a couple Grass Knots for the kill since he actually substitutes, which is kind of a bad move, but whatever. Doesn't really make a bit of difference because the balls are inert, and yeah, that's the game, everybody, so see you later.